Inner Soul Shines, it's Michelle here coming to you after another physical therapy. I'm so glad I can still come out to physical therapy and I'm improving and it's awesome. I had 98 degree bend in my knee, which is so cool. It's funny that those little things, like the last time it was 94, just those 4 degrees are something to celebrate. Isn't that awesome? As I was thinking about what to talk to you guys about, I was thinking about an experience that I just had yesterday. So I have been doing energy work, belief work, trying to do affirmations. Sometimes I've been good at them, sometimes I'm not. I've been doing this kind of stuff for over 12 years. It's been probably 14 years, maybe longer. I don't know, but it's been a really long time. And my life circumstances haven't seemed to change. And I've been frustrated with it. And I'm like, it almost gets to a point where, like, what does it even matter what I say or do? Because it's not changing my circumstances. And I know this is a frustration, but I didn't quite have the words for it. And I worked with somebody yesterday. She was very kind to volunteer her time for me. And she just put it in words that, just like the way that she worded it was just exactly what I needed to hear. That I didn't believe that changes on the outside would change, or changes on the inside would change the outside. And I never ever thought to follow that and to heal that particular belief. And as I've pondered about it today, I've thought, okay, well, I've always been an imagination person and I've always felt things in those imaginations. So when you hear people say, visualize this and make sure you're putting in the feelings, it's been frustrating because I've always done that and it doesn't, the things that would exist in this world if it worked. And so I have somewhere along the way got this program in my mind, or in maybe it's subconscious mind, unconscious mind, I don't know where it was at, that it wouldn't matter what I did on the inside, it wouldn't change the circumstances on the outside. And some of those were, God wants me to be where I'm at, which is a false belief that, we came into circumstances, but we're here to create amazing things. So sometimes the biggest creation is getting out of those circumstances. So why would God want me to stay where I'm at? So just different things like that to consider. And so I want to pose the question to you. Do you believe that the things that you are changing inside, all your beliefs, all your mindset, all those feelings, clearing out all that stuff, do you believe those changes that you're feeling on the inside will change your circumstances? And if you get a no, or you feel like that's just kind of heavy, take steps to clear that. You can just even ask for it to be released. You can just be like, I'm clearing this at the very deepest parts of this. Seriously, just those words can change things. But if you feel like you want some help, there are people like myself. I would love to help you right now. To change that energy so that you can believe that all those amazing changes you're feeling inside are changing your circumstances on the outside. And when you've got that change happening, and you really have it deep in, changed those experiences deep inside so that you feel truly that what I do on the inside is going to affect my outside world, that's when your outside world can start to change. Amazingly, I've had 2 different things come up about what I can do in my home that I was in resistance to. I was in resistance to them because this other energy was holding it in place. It wasn't allowing me to receive that, because if I did those things, it would change some experiences. And I had this very set in stone belief that it didn't matter what I did on the inside because it wasn't going to change the circumstances. Now I do. I can feel a difference. I wish that people could feel how it feels when that changes. But I can feel the difference. I know that it's changed at the very deepest levels, and that I really do believe that if I make changes on the inside, it's going to change my circumstances. It also allowed me to see some things that had changed that I wasn't giving myself permission to see. Like, I have money friends in my wallet. I have savings accounts that have money in them. And I'm not going into my overdraft account like I used to. So those things, I knew they were happening, but I wasn't allowed to see those as, look, here's proof. You've been changing things. This has changed. Changing that energy allowed me to see those things. And when you focus on growth, when I can see, oh my gosh, I really have had these changes in my life, that energy is going to create more momentum for more changes to come. I think that's pretty awesome. So, what are you talking about? What patterns are you saying? The next one that I have been working on and dealing with is my wants. And somebody's perspective didn't ring true for me, but in the process of trying to find out what a true perspective is for me, I was able to see some other things. That it is important that I let go of the wants and just choose into having. It is important that it's not that, it's like, okay, I guess we're going off on this. So I have my ego self. My ego self doesn't want to do certain things, right? My ego was blaming God. God wants you to do those things. But today I was like, wait, this is about my soul. What does my soul want? My soul wants what God wants. God wants what my soul wants. It's not that God's plan for me is any different than what my soul's plan for me is. My soul has that higher view of what we want, and they're in a line and they're communicating with each other. But my ego has been resisting it and blaming God instead of recognizing this is what my soul wants. So I'm now asking myself, what does my soul want? Not what do I want, what does my ego want, but what does my soul want? And thanking my ego for taking care of me and being there for me. Now, what does my soul want? And that perspective shift is just tiny, but it makes a difference. And so as long as I can continue to be like, okay, what does my soul want from this experience? What does my soul want to create today? Now that I can believe that what's going on in the inside of me can create things, it gives my soul the power to create things, right? Letting go of the want. We hold on so tight. Oh my gosh, I'm so good at holding on tight to what I want. I'm like, I want this. And instead of giving permission for that to not happen or giving permission for it to happen, so it just is, I'm holding on too tight. And every time you hold on tight, it chokes it out. Wanting, you can want things, but wanting is just like, it means you don't have it. So it's not stepping into that energy of having it. So these are just all these things that I've been able to finally, like, it's not things I haven't known. Okay, it's not things I haven't even necessarily talked about. There's a difference between knowing something, having it something settle inside of me. And when this information is settling inside of me, it's like has substance to it and tangible reality to it versus just this idea that I believe is true. It feels light, but I haven't quite figured out how to become one with it. Ever since I was yesterday, when we just deeply cleaned out that belief about what's inside can't change the outside, as soon as I decided that, yes, what I feel inside totally creates my outside, that and then start seeing the proof, start getting some of the other things finally coming in solid that I haven't allowed. I've been keeping them out with these weird beliefs that have kept them out. Now they're coming in solid. So if you are finding that you have certain things that you say a lot, if you are finding, sometimes it helps to get somebody else to put it in different words. Sometimes it's just somebody else acknowledging what you feel. And sometimes it's just they word it slightly different to where it just hits. And you're like, oh yeah. Or just like, I never even thought to trace this idea that what I want. Like, I never thought to trace that idea. I've traced so many things. And I was like, and I've known for a while that my number one money problem had nothing to do with money. Had to do with something else, but I wasn't able to find it. So all of these things are now coming open just because of that one change. And that's what I would love to see you have. If you are not seeing your desires coming to fruition, then, check in. Do you have something like that going on? And take the steps to clear it out. Whether that be hiring me or somebody else or doing it on your own. I don't care how you do it. I just want you to do it. Because I want you to live the most fulfilled life you can. I love you guys very much. I will see you guys next week. I do have physical therapy Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and so I'm still going out, still looking like I'm in a car, and you're freaking out going, why are you out? Well, I'm going to physical therapy. I love you guys so much. Keep safe, keep positive. Positive vibes will keep you in good health, and I love you guys. Bye.